Riders, welcome back to the channel. Today we are test riding the all-new 2022 Indian Springfield Dark Horse. The Indian Springfield from Indian Motorcycles, it's going to be what they're considering to be your light touring motorcycle. This one over here is going to have the touring package. You're going to get a slim trunk. But the beauty thing about this motorcycle is going to be the engine. This is going to be a 116 cubic inch Thunderstroke engine. This engine produces 126 foot-pound of torque, but that's not the best part. The best part is that you get that at 2,900 revolutions per minute. So if you know motorcycles, if you're familiar with power, you know that power being delivered down low is going to be key to getting this motorcycle off to a great start. So if we look to the front, this is going to be a 17-inch tire. It's going to be adorned with this beautiful fender. As you're going to be able to see, it curves out here to the back, giving it that classic look. You get this nice Indian chief over here on your in the front part of your fender, and it's going to be on 17-inch Metzler tires. It's going to be dual disc, 4-piston calipers. You get a total of 4.7 inches of travel. As we move our way to the back, you're going to be able to see that exhaust goes 2 into 1. So what it does is you have a 2 into 1 exhaust, and down here it connects to your other side of the motorcycle, and you're going to be able to see that you have beautiful dual exhaust on the Indian Springfield Dark Horse. The Indian Springfield is going to have a total of 5.1 inches of ground clearance. Your seat height is going to be 26 inches from the floor. So as I said earlier, the seating is going to be lower than you will find on other motorcycles from Indian. For example, your Indian Challenger. You're going to get a total of 18 gallons of storage. That's not counting your slim trunk in the top. It's going to get a 17-inch tire as well in the back. I'm sorry, it's going to be a 16-inch single disc, 2-piston caliper. And in the back, you get a total of 4.5 inches of travel. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the bags here. So the bag is going to be over here. So as you see, they actually sell you liners that you could go ahead and get for the motorcycle. So you could put it here. It's easier for you to get, the stuff in and out. So you're able to see here's going to be your mechanism. So it's going to be electronic. Same thing with the other side. I got to say, some have complained that these are flimsy. I'm not really seeing that. I mean, it does feel nice and secure. And if we look at the other side, it's going to be the same thing. You're going to get your package over here. You do get a little bit more of storage capacity, so that's going to be nice. Now the top case is going to be down here. You're going to press over here a button, and it's going to allow you to go ahead and open this up. So if you see here from Indian, so this package right here, the quick release low profile trunk, this is going to be an option that's going to be worth $2,319. Personally, I am not sure if that's actually worth what they're asking. I mean, it seems to be, it looks very good. If you don't get me wrong. I mean, you get this beautiful clamps here with the Indian logo. I mean, it's nice and blacked out. You get this chrome back here. I think they should just go ahead and just follow with the whole, blacked out that we have with the Dark Horse. Down here, you're able to open it up. And here it is. So as you see, you're gonna get very little to no capacity here. It doesn't tell me exactly, this right here is gonna be 12.1 gallons of storage. You're able to store up to 22 pounds of storage. So, personally, you might be better. Don't get me wrong. If you're going for aesthetics, you definitely want to get that. But if you're going for capacity, for storage, you might as well get like a GV or a Chat or something like that. You're going to get a lot more storage. Price point is going to be more than likely, it's going to be in line, or it's going to be cheaper than what we have here. So, riders, welcome back to the channel. Right now we are test riding. This is going to be the Indian Springfield Dark Horse. The Indian Springfield is going to be your standard cruiser motorcycle. This is going to be basically a mix between modern and classic. The reason I say that is you're not getting your fancy TFT display. You don't get any of the fairings up front that you typically would see with some of the other more either bagger oriented or touring motorcycles, but you're still getting that nice classic 116 cubic inch Thunderstroke engine from Indian, you still get 118 foot-pound of torque at 2,900 RPM from an air-cooled engine. So you're getting a lot of that new school mixed with the old school from Indian motorcycles. The Springfield is going to be, this one per se is going to be the Dark Horse model. So the Dark Horse, you're going to get basically everything is going to be blacked out. You're going to get the bigger 116 cubic inch Thunderstroke engine. The beauty about it is, as you can see, you're going to get a very simple clean classic look. You're gonna get your mini 8 bars. So as you can see, the bars go up here. You're gonna rest comfortably. I am 5'10". I have a 30 to 31 inch inseam, and I have to tell you that this is a very comfortable riding position. With the Springfield Dark Horse model that we're test riding right now, you're gonna get floorboards, as you can see down here, and they do feel very comfortable. Your whole foot is going to be able to sit there comfortably, and it's going to be able to rest there. We're going to be able to turn right up here. So as I said a few moments ago, you're not going to get your typical, fancy ride command display that you are used to seeing from Indian motorcycles. The display on the Indian Springfield is going to be on your tank, so you're going to be able to see. So this is going to be your filler on this side. So here it is. Here we have where you connect your SAE. We're going to have your display for your speedometer. You're going to be able to see that it's going to be all, basically the electronic information is going to be done here. Up here you're going to be able to get your fuel gauge, so you're able to see just again a very basic display from India. So over here you're able to see that he's going to be a lock and unlock, so we're able to lock and unlock our side cases. So great feature from Indian motorcycles. You don't have to take your key out, just go ahead and lock and unlock from here. You're able to go ahead and press and pull out. So if we look at the right handlebar, you're going to be able to see that you're going to get cruise control. That's going to be basically standard with most modern motorcycles. This is going to be a ride, this is going to be throttle by wire. So when you have throttle by wire allows you to have items that you typically will not get on other motorcycles. So for example, throttle by wire allows you to have cruise control, as we have on this Springfield Dark Horse. It also gives you the ability to have riding mode. So in riding modes, you're going to be able to see that you get rain mode, you get standard mode, and then you get sport mode. Again, it's going to depend a lot on how comfortable you are with the power, but rain, you're going to get less power. Standard, you're going to get a little bit more, and then in sport mode you're going to get a lot more power, and you better be sure that you're able to control the motorcycle. Being an air-cooled motorcycle, there are gonna be vibrations that you're gonna notice. However, with the Indian Springfield that we're currently riding, right now we are in 5th gear. We are around 50 miles an hour, 50, 55, and vibrations are noticeable, but it's not something that's gonna be extremely difficult, or it's gonna make it uncomfortable to ride. You do feel slight vibrations coming from the frame, from the frame of the motorcycle through your feet, and you do feel a very minimal, almost a very subtle vibration coming through the handlebars. So if you come from an inline 4 motorcycle like what I've been used to riding for years now, the vibrations are going to be more noticeable for somebody like me per se, rather than somebody that's been riding air-cooled motorcycles. Now, I had the pleasure of riding the Harley-Davidson Roadkin, and I have to say the Harley-Davidson Roadkin's vibration seemed to be on par or slightly less than with the Indian Springfield Dark Horse that we're currently riding. So you might be wondering, how are you able to toggle through your display down here? So you're gonna get 2 buttons on your left and right handlebars. So if we press on the left handlebar, what that is going to do is that's going to allow you just to basically just switch between your different settings down here. So right now we can see that we are in 5th gear. We're doing about 1750, 1800 RPM. If we press again, you're going to be able to notice that it's going to show you your motorcycle voltage. It's going to show you your outside temperature. It's going to show you how many miles per gallon you're currently getting. Then it's going to show you how many miles you have till you reach empty. Then it's going to show you how many total miles you have on your motorcycle. It's going to show you trip A. It's going to show you trip B. Then again, we go to the RPM range. So as you see, you're just able to basically just toggle between your different settings regarding information on your motorcycle. If we go to the right handlebar, there's going to be a button up here, and once we press that, it's going to show you your air pressure. So right now we're showing that we have 37 pounds in the front, we have 42 in the rear. If we press again, we're going to see that we have, right now we are in ride in medium, so you're able to go ahead and just see from there. So ride is going to let you select from riding modes, and then again it goes back to air pressure. From right there, you're also able to switch between your riding modes. Right now we're going to leave it on standard. The rep from Indian asked that I please leave it on standard, so I just want to be respectful and just leave it there. The only thing I'm going to switch is I just want to see my RPM. I don't really care of my range, since we know that we have a full tank of gas on our motorcycle. So let's go ahead and find it. I know it's somewhere on here. Oh, there we go. There we have it. The riding is going to be not as comfortable as you will find on the Challenger. I find that the sitting on this one, it's going to be closer to the ground. It's going to be 26.5 inches. Therefore, you are going to be a little bit more cramped than you would be on your Challenger. You're not going to get very much air protection. So if air protection is something that you're concerned about, they do sell aftermarket windshields that you can buy, or you could just get one already standard from Indian. But I think if you put a windshield on this motorcycle, it's going to go ahead and take away from the looks of your Springfield Dark Horse. The Dark Horse that we're currently riding has a stage 1 air cool here, air intake, so this is going to be extra. This one as well has the slim trunk. That's going to be part of the touring package. Now I have to say that I do like the modern amenities that you get from the Springfield Dark Horse. You get a lot of, for example, the throttle by wire, you get riding modes, you get cruise control, you get traction control, you get ABS. But then again, you get the classic V-twin rumble that you typically expect from a air-cooled motorcycle. I gotta say that the exhaust sounds beautiful. I mean, it's an exhaust from factory, so this is not an aftermarket exhaust, so the exhaust sounds extremely good. It has a very nice deep rumble to it that I gotta say, it sounds incredible. So if that's something that you are concerned about, I would not be, unless you want something that's going to be extremely loud and perhaps maybe obnoxious, then don't get, I would say go ahead and stick with the one that comes from factory. The pricing point seems to be in par with what this market is is going for right now. So, and when I say market, I mean compared to Harley Davidson motorcycles. Harley Davidson is the is the class standard, so Indian is right there with them. So when we look at the market, the Indian motorcycles price point is going to be very competitive, just in line with Harley Davidson. You get 2 years of unlimited mileage, and that basically right there is going to be just like Harley Davidson. So being a cruiser, you are able to feel all the weight from the motorcycle. I mean, we're talking that it's a motorcycle that it's almost 800 pounds. So let's not kid ourselves. It's a very heavy motorcycle. And if you were to, you know, get close to dropping it, or you're gonna drop it, there's not gonna be any saving that. You're gonna have to just wait till you just till it drops, and then you go ahead and pick it up. I have to say, I love this white, this very white tank design. It gives you that old school feel where you will have one side for the oil, the other side for the gas. So you get this very nice white tank. I have to say, the dark from your engine, everything is blacked out, kind of goes very well with this package that we have here. This model as well from Indian, the Springfield Dark Horse, also comes with the rear cylinder deactivation. That is a great technology that Indian now has had on their motorcycle for a number of years. And if you haven't had it, I gotta say that's one of the things that you will love if you end up getting either model from, you know, any of the models from the Indian motorcycle lineup. I know I read online that one of the concerns that they had was a lot of heat coming from the engine. I am in Daytona Beach, Florida. This is Oktoberfest, and I have to tell you, right now it's October. It's around 80 to 90 degrees. So if you're in Florida, you know that it's extremely hot and humid here. And the few times that I've come to a full stop, I have not felt that heat be bothersome, like some of the other motorcycles that I've tested, or from personal motorcycles like my FJ Cruiser, like my FJR, or my Yamaha FC6 that I've had in the past. So I can't tell you that the heat is noticeable. Maybe some other riders have noticed the heat to be there, but from other motorcycles that I've test ridden, I don't notice the heat to be a problem. So what do I like about the Indian Springfield Dark Horse? First of all, I have to say that the simplistic look is incredible. It doesn't have any of those fancy gauges, any of those color, you know, TFT displays. You're getting very basic display, yet it's very functional. I love that you get a traditional feel for a V-twin motorcycle. So you get that nice deep rumble. You still get some of those vibrations that, you know, V-twins are known for, but it has all been modernized. Now you get fuel injections, you get riding modes, you get cruise control, a lot of the things that were missing from those older motorcycles from years past. Rear cylinder deactivation is incredible. Once you come to a stoplight, the rear cylinder deactivates, and you could definitely feel the heat from the engine kind of, you know, dissipate a little bit, decrease. So that's very nice from the motorcycle. What don't I like about the motorcycle? I can't really tell you I don't like anything about the motorcycle. When you're buying the Springfield, you're going for that classic V-twin air-cooled feel. You're looking, you know, you're going for that simplistic look. You're going for that minimalistic look that you get with the Springfield. So personally, I can't tell you I don't like anything about it. If you're going to be a taller rider, you might have to think about the sitting position. With a 26-inch seat height, it might not be the most comfortable if you're a taller rider. But other than that, I gotta say, I actually enjoy it a lot. I mean, it has a starting price point of around $24,000. So I mean, it's gonna be just in line with some of the other motorcycles in the market. Okay, riders, so the camera died before we could be done with the video. So what I wanted to say was, go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content. You know, the more followers I get, you know, the easier it's gonna be for me to get, you know, future opportunities. So if you enjoy what you're watching, you know, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys on my next video.